Hey, hello. This is for the love of dogs and Breyer horses. I'm Rea Mea.
I'm Ash.
And this is Sai and Musu and Rivers in the blanket taco over here, but I don't want to disturb them because they'll take forever to get resettled. And then
the Ace is under the blanket.
Ace is there.
Excuse me.
We also have Tequila running around in the background, and Singe and Pearl are sleeping in the corner. So, today we wanted to talk about Breyerfest. We are planning on going, and we just wanted to talk a little bit about the different types of tickets they have this year, because I don't know if y'all are as confused as we are, but yeah. So it seems like there's, 3 different types of tickets that you can get if you want to buy traditional special run models from Breyerfest this year. And that's the VIP ticket, which, how much did those end up going on sale for this year?
$240, I want to say.
Yeah, I think they were $200 the last couple years. I think I paid $200 when I got it the first year they did it.
I didn't even try last year.
I didn't either.
And I'm not going to this year either.
I mean, pros and cons of the VIP ticket. Basically, I think the pros of the VIP ticket is you get to guarantee your picks for Breyerfest.
Mm-hmm.
2. You get, for each ticket you buy,
2 guaranteed.
You have 2 guaranteed special runs. And so, I mean, that's the major plus I see for the VIP ticket. You also get like a little swag pack and I think a parking pass.
Mm-hmm. The stablemates are included if you're.
Oh, you get a full set of the stablemates.
You have some bonus like workshops and stuff too, apparently.
Yeah, I think you get some free ones, and I think there's might be ones you have to pay for that
could be
only are offered to VIP, but I'm not positive on that. So I did buy the VIP ticket the first year it came out,
which we were completely virtual. So
yeah, that was a virtual year. So I was happy with that because the year before was the year of refresh, and having a guaranteed spot. I really enjoyed that, and then because Ash and I are attached at the hip, pretty much, I let her have one of my picks, so we each got at least one that we really wanted that year. So last year I didn't bother getting it because going in person, it seems like I have a lot better luck in getting what I wanted, and I didn't have any problems picking up what I wanted last year. So,
and when you're going in person, you know, if you don't get what you want because they ran out of it that day or whatever, most of the time you could come back the next day and they would have them again, or
you can find someone to trade with, or even buy it secondhand right there when you're there. So I mean, it's
sell the one that you didn't want that you picked up or whatever.
So it's not as big a deal. Going in person is better. So I don't, at that point, don't think that the VIP ticket is really worth the extra money that you pay. Mm-hmm. But this is all just our personal preference or opinions, you know. You know, some people really like to have that guarantee, you know, so it's a neat thing. Mm-hmm. You get the little swag pack, and that's kind of neat, you know, but money-wise, you know, if you're trying to save money, I don't think the VIP ticket is worth it. Right. Now, then the second one is the all access. Well, it's all access ticket for in person, which is basically the standard Breyerfest ticket that you would get before. I know in years past they used to have an adult ticket and a child ticket. They kind of did away with that. I think because they realized that people were buying child tickets to save money when they bought multiple tickets. Which was kind of nice when you had to buy multiple tickets, but kind of sucks now, yeah. And so that one basically gives you access to the park. You have to pay for parking, or buy a parking pass. but you get all the benefits of going to the park. You get into the park, you
can go into the museum.
Can go into the museums. You can do the workshops. There are workshops that you have to
pay for,
sign up and pay for separately. And then you also get the celebration of horses ticket to go either Friday night or Saturday night. So I mean, it's the basic package ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third ticket that you can buy that allow you to get some of the special runs is the traditional online ticket. And as far as I can tell, that's basically you get online access to buy certain special runs, not all of them, just certain ones.
But it's one per ticket.
And only one
per ticket.
Per ticket.
Yes.
Okay. So if they all access and the VIP, you get 2 special run choices, but the traditional online one you only get 1 special run.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how much of a price difference is there?
I think it's I can't remember.
That's just Ash. Your side, that's Ash. You need the noise. And yes, a card you go buy, but they're allowed. They're not allowed. Just lay down, go back to sleep.
It brings to my mind it might be $60 or $65, but we'll see here.
Which is kind of sad because those were prices.
Yeah.
The normal Breyerfest tickets there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I know some people that are farther away or don't have the money, don't have a choice to be able to go in person. So it is nice now that they're going to do a preference list for the online, which I was going to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
They are allowing you to do a preference list this year for the online tickets, whereas in years past they did not. Or last year, I guess, was the first year they did the hybrid event.
Mm-hmm.
So last year you just got a random one.
Yes.
But this year they're letting you do a preference list. So you have a higher chance of getting the one that you actually want.
Right.
Not a guarantee, but then again, it's not a guarantee
right.
for anybody that goes to Breyerfest except if you buy the VIP ticket.
Right.
So, have they said if they're going to do a preference list and ticket book like they did last year?
Not that I've seen.
I mean, it seemed to work out fairly well last year, other than, a few hiccups. If they can work that out, it seems like,
mm-hmm.
I mean, it worked out really well for us.
Right.
But, yeah, it's a toss-up on what you want to take. I guess you have to take it, into account how much money you want to spend, how many tickets you want to buy,
mm-hmm. Whether you have the money to pay for all that right now, or if you need to wait till July to save up.
Yeah, that's the other disadvantage of the VIP ticket, right. Is you have to pay for everything
right now
up front. I guess that's also could be an advantage to some people,
right?
Because then you can save money from now until then to go to Breyerfest and have this out of the way. Right. I personally don't have the money right now to purchase the $200 ticket, $200+ ticket, plus models. the models and models you won't even get until Breyerfest. So
mm-hmm.
it's like,
but some people are getting their tax money back already, or at least working on it. So
it's like I said, it's a pros and cons for each individual person that's going.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, in the comments below, let us know which tickets you're planning on buying and your reasons for it. As far as I know, we're planning on doing all access tickets, or at least one
mm-hmm.
A piece, and I don't know how much I trust the online.
Yeah.
To be able to get what I want.
Right. And I don't think that with the price that they're charging for them and you only get one model, I'm not sure it's going to be any better to do it online to get extra special runs.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to end up probably buying at least 4 all access tickets. I think is what I'm looking at. So, yeah, did you find the prices on those?
No, my connection has decided that it's not going to work now.
Let me see if I can find
It was working just fine a little bit ago, and now it's like, man, I don't feel like I have to have any signal in here.
Let's see here.
Because the all access tickets are $90. It's running in my mind. It's like $60 or $65.
Is it $90?
Yeah.
Is it an adult Breyerfest?
Yeah, it's in the.
Well, actually, it's probably in. If you want to go.
Yeah, Breyerfest community.
This one?
Yep. Tickets.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. Alright, so the VIP all access ticket is $240. And you get the celebration horse, the full set of event stablemates, access to special run models, pre-select and pay, access to limited edition models, pre-select and pay, in-person workshops, additional fees apply, in-person model horse shows, additional fees apply, contests, access to in-person and virtual contests, virtual content workshops and shopping, access to purchase 3-day parking pass, which is included with the VIP, and then the VIP swag pack, which is a $50 value. That's what you get with the VIP.
They claim it's a $50 value. I'm not really sure it was a $50 value when you got yours.
Alright, and then the all access one is $90, which is what we're planning on getting, which gives you a celebration horse per ticket. So, like, if I seen some people ask last year how we ended up with so many Nicholases, or how we ended up with so many Reggies the year before,
or Danny's.
That was because we buy multiple tickets so that we can get the number of special runs that we want. So, yes, you get a celebration horse with every ticket that you buy.
Yes, and yes, you can buy multiple tickets.
Yes.
There's no rule to say that you cannot buy 4 or 5 or however many. There is a thing in there that says Breyer can stop you from buying. So, these people that do like pickups and stuff, some of them are buying, probably 20 or 30 tickets if they don't have that person that they're picking up for buy them themselves. So, at some point Breyer could say, hey, you've bought enough tickets, and they tell you.
It also could
that
be
on here, but
people that have their own stores that buy a lot so that they have stuff to sell.
Yeah.
So yeah, the all access in person only is a $90 ticket. You get the celebration horse. You don't get a full set of stablemates with that.
Right. You have to buy those separately.
You get access to 2 special runs, which it doesn't actually say 2.
Right.
But it's always been 2, so
right.
I'm assuming.
And that's what I've heard, that it's 2. And you do not have to purchase 2 if you don't want to.
Yeah, you actually don't have to purchase any of them.
Right. Yeah.
And that's also, if you don't want to buy the special runs and you go to Breyerfest in person, you can also sell your special run tickets, because there will be people that will buy them.
Mm-hmm.
I bought them from a girl 2 years ago. And we went for... No, it was probably... That was before 2020.
Yeah, that was
2019.
18 or 19, yeah.
I think it was 19. It was the year Piper won with us.
So yeah, 19.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got the access to the limited edition models, which is the store specials of previous years. In-person workshops, additional fees. The horse shows, which additional fees. Contests. Virtual content, workshop shopping. And you can purchase the parking pass.
Mm-hmm. It's not included, but you can purchase a 3-day parking pass.
Yes.
Which is a discount to what you would pay buying a parking pass every day that you go.
And then there is the third ticket that you can do, which we didn't talk about, but there's a third ticket you can get for in-person, which is the general admission, which is just $30. You don't get the traditional size celebration horse, but you do get one random stablemate. What do they call
The
those?
event
stablemates. Yes. Thank you. And you don't get the special run tickets, but you do get to purchase the limited edition or the store specials, and you can do the contests with the additional fees. Now with that, it does not let you do online shopping, it looks like. Where'd that go?
You don't get virtual
Oh, yeah, you
content.
do.
Okay. Yeah.
Virtual content, workshops, and shopping. So it says there's additional fees, which I'm assuming means you have to pay for it. Like, it doesn't say that on any of the other tickets. I'm not sure why it says that.
Interesting.
And then
you also get access to buy
you
a
can
3-day
buy
parking pass.
Which, if you're only buying this, is that a single day or does that go for a whole weekend? Because I thought those were single days.
I think it's all weekend now.
Huh.
Yeah, I think they did away with the single day tickets. You can come all weekend, but
it's just a cheaper ticket.
Yeah, you don't get the celebration model one.
So I guess this is a good one for, you know, the beginner collector, or children that are going for the first time that aren't into the hobby but just want to see the horses and do that kind of event. Or it's also good for parents of collectors that are just going,
boyfriends or girlfriends or
just to get
whatever.
into the park.
Yes.
So, but like we bought multiple tickets and then we gave them to your sister and brother-in-law and niece and great niece to get into the park because we had all the extra bracelets to get in anyways.
Right. So they got into the park. They were able to do the shopping and stuff that they wanted to do. You know, look around, watch the programs, and then they were able to leave.
Yeah. So and they only come up for the one day. So I mean, it was good for you
just
know,
what they use it for.
Yeah, for the extra, you know, don't let that extra family in. Okay, so then we have the online tickets, which are the online traditional tickets, which is $65, and that will get you a celebration horse. It doesn't give you any of the event stable meets, but it gives you access to the special run models, certain special run models, but only one. Access to the limited edition models, which is the store specials, contests, which are the virtual ones, and then virtual contests, workshops, and shopping. And then they also have a second online one, which is the stablemate access, which is $25, which will get you one random event stablemate, not the celebration horse, not the traditional one, but just the event stablemates, a random one. And then you can also do shopping for the limited editions and the virtual content workshop and shopping. So they have 5 different types of tickets. It's kind of confusing, especially if you've never gone before. It's even confusing for the ones that have gone before because they keep changing it every year, and it's hard for everybody to keep up on what's going on.
That's why they put out little charts and stuff.
This information that we just told you, we got directly off of the Breyerfest the Breyer website on their Breyer tickets. So you can look that up too. It's just Breyer.com.
Or if you have Facebook, you can go on Breyer's Facebook page.
Yes.
If you're part of any of the model horse groups, it's been shared in those. So it's online everywhere.
But okay, now that we got that part out of the way, all of the confusing parts, this particular part of the video, or this first video that we're talking about, we're just going to cover the celebration horse and the event stablemate since we talked so long about the tickets. And then in our next video, we'll go into our thoughts on the special runs. Okay, so let me pull up a picture here. Whoop, whoop. After I drop my phone. That's great. You got a picture?
I think I missed the picture of the celebration model.
No.
But
I'll pull them up here.
I have all the rest of them. I thought I had a picture of him, but
Okay. So, this is the picture they have up there now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's coming with this little ribbon or not.
Probably.
Because that's the only picture I've seen with him with that on. And it wasn't on there before.
A fairly common thing Breyer did was when they did portrait models, if they, were world champions of something or whatever, they included a ribbon with them. So he probably will come with a ribbon.
Yeah, so I guess we'll find out for sure when we go, or if they post more pictures. But yeah, it wasn't until just recently that I seen him with this ribbon on there. So when I'm doing the video, I will try to get the pictures up in the corner like I did last year. But yeah, he's got a little white and blue ribbon going on here. But anyways, the celebration horse's name is Bravador 54. Bravador, whatever.
There's no D in it.
I don't care. My brain said there was a D, and there's a D now. The mold is the Trakener.
Yes.
From 1979, and the artist was Chris Hess that made that one. Interesting fact, with the exception of Roy the Belgian, that was came out in 1989, in 2015, Breyer has not used a mold made earlier than the 2000s since 2010, which was the All Glory National Show Horse, which was 1998. Because I know we were talking about
the age of
this particular mold being from 1979, because as for as long as I've been going to Breyerfest, they have not done one this old. And apparently they haven't not used one that was even, Roy the Belgian, which was from 1989, is still close to the 90s. So this is the oldest one I've ever seen them use. Was that orange box?
No.
Oh.
They were all laying down right there. That's in the wall.
Oh, goody.
We have a guest.
So yes. I don't know what other people think of them using a vintage mold for the celebration horse. I don't really mind it. I mean, but it's not one of my favorite, vintage molds. But it is the owner of the actual horse that picks the mold, from what I understand, right?
Yes. As far as I know, for all portrait models, the owner of the horse gets to pick the mold. So, a lot of people complain because, like, with the Frisian Short, or however you pronounce his name, because, like, he's a Frisian, but he has no feathering in his mold. The owner made that choice because it reminded her of an illness that the horse had when they had to cut his feathers off, and she wanted him portrayed like that. So the owner of the horse picks the mold that, for whatever reason, they believe best fits their horse. Now, what we don't know is, does Breyer give them
like a list of which ones they can use?
Right. So,
so obviously they're not going to use any of the special runs or, the limited edition horses. But then again, we don't know which gets picked first.
Right. I would imagine that all the portrait horses probably would be picked first for that reason, but we don't know.
Yeah. But I don't know, because we pretty much knew, or at this point, the trend seems to be that they use all three premier models from the year before at Breyerfest now.
Right. But none of those are portrait models, generally.
Yes.
Most of those are Breyer's creation.
But if the owner had picked one of those...
Right. Now, maybe they won't let them use one of those because of that.
Yeah. So it's hard to say. We don't work for Breyer. We don't know anything about what they do over there.
This is all speculation, but we do know that the owner gets to choose the mold of the horse. What we don't know is, do they have a list that they can choose from, or does Breyer say, here's the models,
pick one.
And they go to town? Who knows?
But yes, this is the first Breyerfest I've attended that has had a vintage mold for the celebration model. I I think they did a good job matching the horse's color to the model. I have Thorn with the new tail version, and the original Trachiner, and Abdullah with the old tail. And it will be neat to see the old original Trachiner bay with this new paint job, an updated paint job with the new bay. So it will be kind of neat to see those two side by side to see, just kind of how far they've come paint wise. The mold itself is not one that I love, but I don't hate it either. It's just kind of exists in my pack, or my herd, whatever you want to call it.
Horses is generally a herd.
Yes, but I have a dog pack, so. As for the color, bays are common. There's not anything wrong with that. I like more uncommon colors. I know there's quite a few people out there that like bays. Again, this is just my personal opinion. Everybody has one, so don't slay me in the comments.
Right. You collect what you like.
Yes. So, yes, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. What are your thoughts on it?
That's similar. I don't mind the mold that they're using. I liked that mold, from my childhood. Nothing wrong with him. Nothing super special about him. I don't think they did a bad job choosing. I don't think the owner did a bad job choosing the mold for their horse. And once again, he's a bay. He's a pretty colored bay. But
yeah, he is a brighter bay, which I like. If you're gonna have the bay horses, I do like the brighter ones. He's not like the blood red ones that they can sometimes get, but he's bright. He's not a dull bay.
Right.
I do like the new tail version of this mold better than the old tail version.
Yeah.
And again, I like seeing old versions and new versions, or old ones with new paint jobs. I do like seeing that. So that's kind of neat that this is a vintage mold.
Right.
So, any other thoughts to add on him?
No, I think that was about it.
Okay. Well, put in the comments what you guys think of Bravor 54. What do you guys think of it being a vintage mold? What do you guys think of the color? Do you wish they had picked a different one? But comment below what you think. Okay, so now we're going to move on. Did you get the stablemate?
No, I didn't take pictures of those either.
Well. Okay, so we have... I had to look this stuff up because it was hard. So there's 4 event stablemates. And again, these are the ones that you get for, I guess, the event stablemate ticket. Is what we're calling it, which is what, $25? I think is what I said.
I think the in-person one's $30 and the online one's $25.
Okay, so
you get access to a random one of these with those tickets, or if you get the VIP ticket,
you get a full set, all 4,
and you can purchase them, in person too. Sometimes if you're.
Alright, so the first one we have is Wheeler. The mold is Kit, the Halflinger Stallion, which is a new mold from 2022. It's a glossy dapple bay. The mold has some personality, and the fact that they can get dapples on something so small is impressive. That being said, he's my least favorite of the 4. The name is cute, though, Wheeler. I do like that. Did anybody else grow up on Captain Planet? Because one of the kids in that was named Wheeler. And that's what it reminds me of. He was the fire kid.
Oh.
So, but yes, what do you think of Wheeler?
He's cute. I liked the, original kit when they released him. I thought that was cute.
What color is that one?
He's typical halflinger color, so colored like a Belgian, a mealy chestnut.
Okay.
But he's clipped, so he had a pattern on him. I thought that was cute. So by comparison, this one is just very plain.
Yeah, no socks, no cut.
But the mold is cute.
Yeah, it does have some personality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pretty sure if you hear anything, I'm pretty sure we have raccoons in the wall. So
that's the banging and noises that you may hear.
Okay. Next one, Teamster. The mold is the Irish Draft, which came out in 2019, and the color is Pearly Gold Champagne. What is the Big Horse this one's based on? Is this one based on the Big Horse?
No.
Okay. Well, he's got a bit of a Roman nose going on, and I'm not a big fan of the Roman nose molds. What's that one mare in full set that has a really Roman nose? It's not the Andalusian, it's the other one. Or maybe it is the Andalusian.
The Andalusian mare does have a slightly Roman nose, not bad.
Yeah, that one up there. Yeah, the Andalusian. The one that Boudica was on. She's got a bit of a Roman nose, and so is the foal that comes with that set. And
that's common in that breed.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Like I said, it's just my opinion. I just don't like the look of them. I like the more Arabian dished noses. But that being said, he's not, ugly or anything. He's just another one he's kind of plain. He does have one sock. And it does look like he's got some sort of a blaze going on. The color, I got the Andalusian Stallion in that color from, that was Hero Horses that year. And he was the,
one of the surprise models.
Yes, the surprise model. My brain's blanking. So I do have one in that color, and I wasn't really a big fan of that one either. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that color, but that particular Andalusian Stallion has no markings whatsoever. And I wasn't a big fan of him. Okay. And for me, Teamster there is kind of ranked number 3 for me out of the 4. Alright, the next one is, you are going to fall off if you're not careful. Navigator, and this is on the American Saddlebred mold that came out in 1998. And he's a glossy chestnut Tobiano. This chestnut that they got on him is really bright. I do like it. And his little green ribbons are kind of cute. I'm not a huge fan of the Saddlebreds. Which kind of surprises me because, he's got a raised tail like an Arabian, which I kind of like. But I don't know.
They're related fairly closely to the Arabs.
They're not my favorite. I think mainly because whenever they're portrayed in a model, they're always really in stiff poses, which is not my favorite type of poses. Like I said, nothing wrong with it. I do like his pattern. His pattern is really nice. And I do like he's got really white legs. But he's kind of 3. What's your thoughts on it? Did I ask you for your thoughts on the other one, or did I just move on? Okay. What are your thoughts on these 2?
I really like the color on Teamster. I like champagnes, so I think he's really cute. I like the mold. I think the mold's cute. I'm also not the hugest fan of the Roman noses, but they don't bother me. It's just kind of whoa when you're looking at them, a horse with a Roman nose. But and then the Saddlebred, it's a cute color.
Now, mind you, I have to put the the little disclaimer there. I don't really collect the stablemates, so they're not high on my list, anyways. But and they're not ones I normally seek out when we go to Breyerfest. They're kind of low on the list. unless there's one that I really, really like, and then I might try to get it. But so far, that has not happened. However, the next one we have is Whip, and I really like him. Whip here is on the Gypsy Vanner mold, which came out in 2017 in the Stablemate size, which is the miniature version of the traditional. And I really like the traditional Gypsy Vanner, and I've actually seen a couple of Gypsy Vanner stablemates that I've really kind of liked and wished I would have picked up. So that being said, I may try to find him at Breyerfest if I can find somebody selling him, because I really do like him. He's a Bay Sabino Roan Pinto, and I think it's the roaning that really does it for me, not to mention the pattern on him is really nice. He's by far my favorite of the bunch, and the only one I might try to get. The Gypsy Vanner mold is dynamic, and the Roan Bay color is stunning, while the Sabino pattern is beautiful. Wish this was a traditional special run model. I really do. I would really, if he was a special run, he would definitely be towards the top of my list to pick up, and for that reason, I'll probably try to pick him up as a stablemate. What's your thoughts on him?
I like him too. He would be my favorite of the four. So I like the Gypsy Vanners. He is a nice color and pattern.
Yeah, that roaning, they did a really good job for being a stablemate. Sometimes it surprises me how well they do on the stablemates, being that it's so small.
Right.
And I guess, we're only looking at a picture of one, so it'll be kind of interesting to see if they can hold that standard across all of them, when they mass produce them. For them. Does it say how many they make of each of these? I don't think it says a number.
I don't think it does.
And they might not even know how many. Well, I'm assuming they've already made them.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know how many they made of these. But I imagine it's quite a bit because they know people will try to get them. And I know there's people out there that only collect stablemates,
or at least the majority of.
Yeah. So. But yeah. Which one of the four was your guys' favorite? What did you think of them? What do you think of the stablemates in general, But I think that's where we're going to end this video. Because we already talked about a bunch, and we only went over 5 different models. So our next video should be even longer because we're going over all of the special runs. So, but yes. So we'll see you in the next one. Bye.